Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. William, I need photos of Venom! Can you go get me some photos of Venom?
Boy, you know, it gets both harder and easier every time to go. So this is just Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
This is just yeah.
Yeah.
It's really it's
Look, Toei realized they can't use Toei Spider-Man anymore. So like, alright, we'll do it ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's like with Thanos, right? You know how Thanos wasn't able to take over Earth? So at the end of Infinity, what was the post-credits one where he was like, I'll do it myself? Which one was that? Was that Civil War?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Avengers. Where he puts the glove on.
Yeah.
I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Age of Ultron.
Was it Age of Ultron? I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy. Because
not according to Google.
Oh, okay. Well,
I literally just Google it.
Okay.
Yeah. He says it in at the post-credits, he's like, fine, I'll do it myself, right?
Fine.
Toei's like, we can't get Japanese Spider-Man back, right? We'll just make Spider-Man legally distinct again. Right?
Yeah.
So we have that now, and William is... Oh, by the way, audience, for the audience who listens to this, hey, William's still dead, by the way.
William's super dead.
Yeah. So we don't know whenever the fuck he's coming back. He's alive in the Sentai timeline, not alive in the Kamen Rider timeline, apparently. Right?
Yeah, so he's just gonna keep doing that until we just shame him into fucking getting back.
Yeah, he's missing out a lot. I'm really glad he decided to miss out on this season, but he was there for like pretty much all of Saber, right?
Yeah, the best season, as everybody always says. Hey, boy, I love Saber, and I would never want to miss a single episode.
Saber was William's first and only Sentai season he watched from start to end. So as far as William is concerned,
even if Kamen Rider,
technically his number one Kamen Rider season, right?
Yeah. It's pretty bad. Right, so that's pretty sad. Like in a really depressing way.
Right? Yeah, so I mean he has Saber going for him, you know.
Yeah,
right?
Just like everybody who can proudly say, "Hey, at least I have Saber going for me."
Yeah, right? But it's better at least like how we have going for our weekly unnamed tokusatsu podcast series. A weekly podcast where I, Austin, a person with years of knowledge about Kamen Rider tokusatsu, am supposed to be joined by my friend William, a person with no knowledge about Kamen Rider tokusatsu, as we are joined by our special guest.
But where I, Tariq, have jumped in and have successfully enacted a multi-step 125.3-step plan where I have taken complete control, much like Kagero, but I wear less makeup, and I am the one in charge now. I'm the captain now. Again,
like Thanos, we can round this back. You like William's no longer available to be the co-host of this podcast review series. I'll do it myself, right? You'll pull a Thanos like the end of Age of Ultron. I'm so glad we're able to work back the Age of Ultron bit, right?
Yeah.
That's really good. That's really good. Oh, yes. Hey, episodes open up with, Daiji's, why did Daiji try to murder us? Or at least me. He didn't try to murder the rest of the family. He merely tried to murder me.
Yeah,
right?
Specifically him.
Yeah, and not the rest of the family. Right? Everyone was like, couldn't believe it. They're like, Right? Yeah, but they finally realized that, hey, thanks to Vice being an actual demon himself, he realized, he has his own demon, right? It's like, I know this. It's just like in Venom, when Venom realized, Woody Harrelson has his own Venom in him, right?
Yeah, right. I recently, I recently took a step in because into the Venom lore because I went, you know, that bit where Venom, where Venom, like, not the comic book lore, the movie, where Venom,
just the movie, just purely the movie.
Yeah, where Venom is like, thank you, random person, like, into the crowd, in Let There Be Carnage, and I went, that's a pretty funny, like, moment. I wonder if this is actually, like, a good movie. And I couldn't find any more comedic bits that I really, like, cared enough about to, like, watch, like, Venom. And I kind of wanted to, but I still don't know if I give a shit enough about, like,
watching Venom.
Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad? I don't know. I don't know that I'm really in the mood for, like, wasting my time on that right now.
To watch Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah, to watch Venom just so that I can watch Let There Be Carnage. But, you know, hey, I guess that's maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. Instead, we just have whatever this is.
Right. Yeah, so, hey, they realize that, Daiji must have a demon, too. Right?
Yeah,
because that's
what a
like
surprise.
the only logical explanation, right?
I mean,
it's a good thing they live in a universe with demons, right? With demon inhabiting people. Otherwise, this would have been, like, the most dumbest thing, right?
But also, they don't really, like... It's not that deep of a fucking, like mystery. It's like, yeah, probably, like... Pretty much the only people that have ever, like, used a drive, like, a driver, have been people with some kind of connection. What's interesting about, the Kagero, the Kagero Daiji situation is that Kagero has apparently been there the entire fucking time.
Yeah. And
is, like, does not take on, like, a demon form. He's just Daiji, but with makeup. Like, when they have the moment with... When they have that moment with, like, both of them talking to each other in their, like, mind palace or whatever... It's so obvious that, like, he's wearing fucking, like, lipstick. Like, it's so clear. But, you know, hey, what can you do, I guess? That's how we demarcate that somebody's evil.
But the family gets realizes, hey, it's really bad that Daiji has a deal, but we still have to operate our business, you know, right? We have to start to go back to work, so everyone goes back to work, right? Like, gotta put up this.
Anyway, and everything. Mom didn't give a shit.
She's thinking it's way better than I thought she was, honestly. Yeah. To be honest. All right, she's like, yeah, everyone get back to work. She's like,
listen. Hey, if there's one thing I know the Japanese people to do, it's to ignore a problem when it's rearing its ugly head. Hey, what are those vaccination numbers looking at, like, in Japan right now? How's Japan doing on their fucking COVID numbers? Oh, let's see. Japan COVID cases. Let's see. New cases and death. Ooh, boy. Interesting. There's a spike around August of 2020. What happened in August of 2021? August 2021.
That's a big spike, I'm not gonna lie.
From July 23rd to August 8th, 2021, and then there's a huge... The peak of that spike is the 25th. Now, if I were to do the math on 14 days after the 8th, that would be... That's not good.
Was it our favorite event of the year?
Yeah.
The 2020 Tokyo Olympics?
Brought to you by Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart?
Let's see, blah, 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 going to the news, interesting. Alright, yeah, so anyway, yeah, hey, there's guest actors this episode, by the way, in case you didn't notice.
Yeah, so right? I had seen something about that, but I didn't, I decided I didn't want to take time to, look it up. Who are they? Alright, so let's just, hey, so we introed the show. This is episode, what is it? Fucking 9?
Episode 9. Kagero Runs Rampant.
Yeah.
Igarashi Brothers
Kagero.
Crumble.
It's hey, everybody remembers those late night commercials for Kagero's Gone Wild, right? But yeah, it's like it's this. So everybody's kind of reeling from the instance of, hey, so your brother just beat the shit out of you and turned out to be a Kamen Rider. We're all trying to, like, figure stuff out. Meanwhile, the Deadmans are like, okay, I guess we'll keep using you. They're clearly still antagonistic towards each other, between Kagero and the Deadmans. Yeah. But they're like, here's 2 more Vice stamps, go out and make shit happen, just cause some chaos. And like, I guess that is a thing. I guess that that's how how we start, is everybody trying to figure out what are we going to do with Daiji, and the generic order of, hey, we've got to kill this liability. But it's like, well, yeah, he's out there doing shit. But yeah, Daiji goes or Kagero goes and uses those stamps immediately on a trio of people that I personally did not recognize. But I've taken that they are Super Sentai leftovers.
She's in a wig this episode. That's why.
Is she? That's why. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's a wig?
I think it's a wig, because normally in the Sentai she has a long hair in a ponytail, right?
But what if that was the wig?
Oh, what is that? I don't know. It doesn't look like that's the wig in the Sentai show, if anything, right? Because you can see her hair going all the way back. When you... Alright, so anyway, so yes, there's 3 special guest actors. These are all Sentai actors, okay? Right,
yeah,
so
okay.
The first guy, the guy in the cowboy-looking outfit, I guess, with the...
What?
Burgundy...
Okay, with the shit... That's not a cowboy-looking outfit, but the one with the shitty, like, burgundy and...
Weird...
The one who looks like he got a snakeskin button-up.
Yeah, that one, yeah, right? That was the Yellow Ranger and Gold Ranger... That was the Yellow Ranger in one season and the Gold Ranger in another season, right? He's from...
so there's 2... so it comes from 2 different...
season, but Sentai likes to rehire the same actor.
Wait, so hold on. So is the girl also from another season?
Yep.
So it's 3 different seasons.
Yep.
That's crazy.
The girl, that's Flint, by the way.
What?
The sister. That's the sister in Zenkai.
No!
That's what I was telling you. That's why I say it's a wig. Because in the show, she wears her hair in a ponytail. That is the sister.
She looks like an actual adult in this.
Completely different
than how she looks like an actual adult. That does not... That is super weird. That's...
And then the other guy that's wearing the banjo... The banjo sweater jacket, right? Boy, that is 100% Banjo's jacket from Kamen Rider belt, right? Someone in the comment thread.
Yeah, that's all it is. That really is what it is.
Kamen Rider. God, I have not seen this outfit in a while. Let me quickly double check. Kamen Rider belt, Banjo. Let's see what the fuck this. Oh, that's a. Let's see. Oh wait, no, it's fuck. Okay, these are not. Oh, these are close-up shots of him. I can't. Okay,
why would they?
Okay, it's technically different.
It's technically different.
Emblem, but it's pretty much the jacket. He was the Yellow Ranger in another season. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's who these characters. These are 3 Sentai actors that makes a cameo guest appearance this episode.
I guess so, yeah.
It makes sense for the Flint actress to come on, right? Because it was all done in the same time frame. But the fact they got 2 other Sentai alumni to come in to be like, hey, yo,
alumni,
you guys make cameo appearance, right?
Yeah, that's
crazy.
That's pretty. I don't know. I think it's crazy. I don't know. Usually, though, it's usually it's like old characters though, right? Like it's pretty rare for it to be this many, or at least for there to be a character from like a currently airing one and them to not be playing their character.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what's crazy to me, is just that they chose to go with like
no, that's not for the actor. Okay, no, never mind. I got confused. She
it's
was
not?
the actress from that. Okay, no, yeah, okay, no, I was wrong.
Okay, cool, because that made no, like...
Okay, yeah, that did make no sense.
Actress
this does not look correct.
Flint's actress is, like, looks like she might be 16. I mean, I say that as someone who's never appeared in a single episode on the Super Sentai fucking Zenkaiger.
Okay, yeah, no, the girl actress was a character from last season of she's from Recent. That's why I was getting confused.
Okay, because I was like, I know that they do crossovers, but I've never seen it be like, oh yeah, that's the same person from like,
all right, I corrected
that's the
myself.
same person from another.
So all the Southeast Asian viewer who was gonna try to correct me, don't correct me now. I admit I was wrong. All right.
Oh man, you admit that you were wrong. Myself. Oh, thank God! All the Southeast Asian viewers are going to be a-okay with that.
Yeah, there we go. I admit my fault. Yeah. So pretty much, there's 3 Sentai actors making cameo appearances, and they immediately get their ass handed to them. Hey, that's like you know what the thing? Even though Kagero's a demon, at least he believes in equal rights. Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
right?
Boy, I lost my shit when he slapped the shit out of that woman. He backhanded her like she owed him money.
The best part is how fast it happened. Like he didn't even care.
He kept going. It was like 1, 2, 3. Every single one of them that kept coming up to him, he just kept knocking them the fuck out. Oh my God. Kagero is an equal opportunity ass kicker. He does not give a shit about people.
Yeah, that was the best. I just couldn't laugh at it. Like, it's so fucking quick that it happens, too.
Yeah,
like,
and she's on the ground. And then we got to later in the episode, and he's been beating them. He has been beating... Like, they are beaten fucking, like, children at this point. It's wild that they chose to do... like... Yep, that's Kagero's thing. He likes beating people. That's how it goes.
Yeah. He beats everyone of every gender, race, and age, alright? He believes in equal rights for all, okay? Right. So Iki goes to confront George like, hey, did you know that my brother had a demon in him?
And then George goes, ooh, I don't know, maybe. He's like, right, that's the best part about George. That's the thing about, he's straight up a drug dealer. He does not care. He's like, I mean, there is like, man. Look, he's like, he doesn't question what people do with the drugs he sells it, right? He just gives it to them, right? He's like, look, I thought it might be a good idea.
Yeah, what's in out of my hand is no longer my problem. Look,
yeah.
Who would have thought that your brother would have had a demon? I just gave him the driver. What he did with that driver was his thing, right?
Yeah, call me a member of the Sackler family, because it's not my problem. Get those opioids in you.
Yeah, right, I'm just delivering them. So anyway, what's demons is a. Hiromi.
Let's go with Hiromi because we get the great moment where Vice gives him Vice gives someone else a nickname and he goes Hiromichi. But yeah, so I mean I was saying Kadota before, but I mean it's Kadota's his last name, Hiromi is his first name. It's whatever.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, Kadota's. I mean it's a tale as old as time. You know, oh, are you willing to pull the trigger on your brother? Oh, man, wow. But it's good that there's, like, this actual sort of, like, reason for conflict between the two of them. You know, it's not, like... And also, Kadota is interesting in terms of, like, a Kamen Rider, right? And I guess this is, like... this is kind of one of those things where it's like, boy, I sure wish William was fucking here so we can fucking talk about this fucking shit. Like, you know, like, hey, William, where the fuck are you? Why don't you fucking come back? Like, I want to harass you about Kamen Rider shit and make you fucking, like, work for it. But anyway, like, but, like, Kadota is a very good example of, like, the, I guess, establishment writer, or, like, cop writer, when it's like, hey, we don't, like, he's not there as a bad guy, he's not there as, like, a villain, he's just, he's doing this as a job. Yeah. And so he has a different, like, stance on this than the protagonist, because, he's doing this, like, out of duty versus, like, versus, like, Daiji or Iki.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this week's enemy is the Brachiosaurus, or whatever the fuck. He comes in.
Yeah, it is Brachio. It's the the Brachio stamp, but somehow this is the one that can, like, split into 3.
Yeah, it looks really dumb.
Yeah, I mean, it's also one of those things where it's like, wait, the Brachio looks like an elephant? That's an odd choice, but okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Brachio is a thing.
They beat him up. Daiji definitely not luring them into a trap, right? He's 100% not trapped, not laying out the groundwork for a plan and everything. So they chase after him, right?
Not at all.
Leaving Vice to deal with the Brachio by himself.
Right.
Right.
I mean, Vice honestly does a lot of, like, work this episode trying to, like, support both sides of, like, and it's also a very interesting point of, hey, so that's how that works. If it doesn't matter where Iki goes,
as soon as he becomes a Kamen Rider, he's 100% doing his own thing.
Well, no, but I mean, once Iki uses his, like, if he changes Vice stamps, Vice absolutely gets fucking teleported to him. And that's the thing that I think is interesting, because, like, Vice just fully, like, gets sucked into Iki's thing.
Right. Yeah, so we get a new form. Boy, really, the only form of the other season that Willie has ever fucking seen of a Kamen Rider series.
If only he was here. If only.
Yeah, if only he wasn't too busy getting picture of Venom right now.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we get the Gaim form this episode. It looks fine.
So but also hey, no, let's, because again William's not here. We get to talk about things that William hasn't seen. So, what I find interesting about the Gaim form, right, is that it's not actually based off of, like, Gaim's most iconic weapon, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah, the orange slice sword.
The big orange slice. Instead, it's the arrow, the bow and arrow that he gets when he uses the lemon Jinba arms.
Right.
And
which
that's
is really crazy.
I mean, sure, but, like, I guess that's how you're gonna go with, like,
it's close enough. I mean, technically, Guy did use an arrow, so you know what, they went along with it, right? It's like when you solve a math problem, right? You could solve it using the formula, but you decide to just hard add all the equations together instead, right? It's not wrong, right?
It's definitely a leap. It's like, I mean, I guess that works. Like, that's technically what it is. For what it's worth, I do think that the way that Iki uses it is very, like, fun, because he's just, like, point blank blasting at like, everyone. Like, just fuck an arrow. Like, I'm here to fucking, like,
I can Hawkeye this. I did Hawkeye list, alright?
Yeah, hey, Hawkeye, apparently supposed to be the Christmas special of the MCU.
Yep.
Don't know what that means. Don't want to know what that means. That seems very weird.
Hey, look, the only thing that matters in Hawkeye, do they address the fact that Hawkeye was a serial killer for 5 years, alright? Are they ever going to address that in the MCU? Probably not.
Was he a serial killer? Was he a killer for hire? Listen, he's a good guy. We all like Hawkeye, right? Hawkeye's always been everybody's favorite character from the MCU. That's what everybody
loves Hawkeye.
Famously says is Hawkeye. I can't get enough of him. Please give me more. I want more Hawkeye.
Give me a spin-off where it shows Hawkeye over a 5-year span of going around murdering random people, right?
Yeah.
So the remix thing. Yeah. So Gaim is based on a praying mantis, right?
Yeah. Which, I mean, sure, I guess.
Yeah. Boy, this thing looks. God, once again, the CG is still 50. It's so fucking weird. Boy, this the Kama Sutra pulls for how they do the praying mantis like
that is pretty much the best way to put it, is that they are just Kama Sutra poses, but like,
yeah, it's so fucking stupid how this thing looks and how it actually works. Like, all it does is Vice just putting his legs on the children. That's it.
Yeah,
right? It's so fucking dumb.
It doesn't, like, it really doesn't add anything to them. They just really, I've got to say though, when you compare it to like
the other forms,
shoehorned in, like, okay, which would we rather have, right? Saber being used as a cock sleeve for the Arthur sword, right? Or this weird Kama Sutra shit. Because I'd rather have a stupid combination that isn't like some third, like, auxiliary thing that you have to purchase or they're trying to push on you, than it be like some random mecha, then it be like, okay, wow, if I get these two different figures, I can combine them into this really stupid fucking pose. Fine. Yeah. I accept that. I will live with that.
Yeah, it just looks really fucking funny and dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they defeat the enemy, you know, right? Right.
Yeah.
And then
but then it's not the enemy.
Apparently, they just straight up have footage of these people of the hideout of this place somehow. Right? It's the government breaking into our devices and listening.
Oh, you mean when the footage of the security camera of Kagero beating the shit out of people? Yeah. No, they said it was taken from a security camera. It's not the craziest thing. It's like CCTV in Britain. Hey, we got cameras everywhere.
Out in public. This is in the middle of a random room, right? This is not like a public space, like a lobby. This is just straight up like a random ass room that they just fucking get the footage from. It makes so fucking right. This is not like if this was like footage of like a camera on the other side of the street that's pointed to the room and you see Kagero beat. I would have accepted that. But the fact that this footage from inside the actual room.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, this is not a lobby. This is just straight up like the downstairs floor of a building.
Yeah. They really got him.
Oh yeah, also apparently this episode takes place on October 30th. It confirms that. 2021. So,
okay.
Timeline dates.
I've got to say, I really try to, like, ignore when they... Like, Zeo really fucked me up. Because they really tried so hard in Zeo to make, like, everything fit, like, chronologically. And it just didn't make fucking sense for so many fucking series. Because it's like, that's literally impossible. Like, it would have been better if they had said it as, like, Kamen Riders exist in another world, and this is, or within some other shit. And, like, this is the time when it came out. But I do not like when they try to, like, shoehorn in, yeah, no, this is part of the timeline. This is part of, like, 2021.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that happens, I guess.
Yeah, so... Yeah, so basically, Iki doesn't know, but Sakura gets the idea. Hey, why don't you have your demon talk to the demon in Iki, right? They know they should talk to, right? That's not right. Just have the demons talk to the other demon, right?
And then
it's like Death Note.
Yeah, and then the answer is, Sakura, stop being racist. Not all demons know each other.
Right? It's just like Death Note. Just have you talk to. Fuck. What was the Shinigami that Misa had? The white one?
Shit. I was gonna say it was... Fuck, what was it?
God damn it, I actually have to look this up now.
Yeah, hold on, I'll look it up. Death Note. Oh, that's not what I had. Death Note.
Rem. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Rem, right?
What? It was Rem? It was Rem?
Yeah. Yep.
Who is Rem? Who's Rem? I don't know Rem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Was it really fucking... That's insane. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Personal information.
So here's the thing. The worst part is, so even though George shows us security, that means he has security footage of this book. So when they come back to Kagero, having these people held as hostage, right? George is like, I'm not going to do anything about the security footage. If anything, I'm going to delete the security footage, if anything, right? Right, that means so when George... That means he must have access to the security camera, meaning he should be able to see that Kagero literally has tied up and kidnapped these people and tortured them, right? But he's doing nothing about it.
Yeah. No, 100%. No, George doesn't give a shit. George is not paying attention to anybody. Like, oops, oh well.
Yeah.
They're being kidnapped. That's not my job. I'm not supposed to go out there and save people. That's for the peons to do.
Right. It's just so fucking funny. Right, with the stupid security camera thing. Yeah, so a bunch of people get beat up. But don't worry, hey, Daiji's still alive. He's having that inner conversation with the demon, with Kagero and everything.
Yeah.
Right, like it's in the mental state. This is the Kingdom Hearts birth by sleep.
Welcome to my mind palace.
Right.
Where I have impeccable makeup on. I really cannot stress this enough. Kagero's makeup is really distracting. Like, Kagero is, like, really just wearing lipstick. Like, full on, like, red. Not like a bright red, but, like, enough that it's a noticeable difference between... Like, I understand what they're trying to go for to differentiate between Daiji and Kagero, but... Boy! You might have gone too far. Like, there's a... Like, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like,
right, if anything, would it have... It should just be how Daiji regularly looks, or something.
Yeah, maybe... I can understand the clothes. I can even understand, like, the nail polish, because, like, you can say, like... a person's fingertips, like, can die, like, and their blood, like, it's not good, it's dirty. But, like, instead, Kagero's just, like, so, like,
a little bit more funny if they had Kagero with dark eyeshadows and everything as well. I don't roll better. Right, that would be way more hilarious. They had, like, deep, dark eyeshadow and everything. I would have loved that, but it's not. Yeah, but anyway, Kagero tells Doc, hey, no, you're never getting your body back. I've taken over your body. Just like Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man, I took over Peter Parker's body.
Yeah.
That's right, I'm taking your body. So Daiji's not getting his body back. Sakura's in her karate training or whatever, right? Where's Julio?
Yeah.
Where's
Julio's
why
left.
isn't Julio
back immediately gave up on that. Immediately gave up on that venture.
I legitimately thought when they cut to the scene, I thought they were gonna cut to Julio be back. Hey, how was your weekend?
Wow, Julio. So what have you been up to? Oh, I don't know. I just fucking like broke up a family.
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen when they cut back to the dojo. Because I guess there's no other place to put Sakura now within the show to give her own space.
I mean,
the dojo,
that's fine that she's... I guess it's fine that, like, she was trying to do shit. Like, she's focusing on her own thing, but, like, it really did feel weird that, like, really, everybody's just going back home, or going back to their own thing, huh? Okay, cool. Cool. Just pretend that nothing happened.
Yeah, pretend nothing happened over the weekend with your brother and everything, you know.
With your brother, or that guy that, you're fucking... Like, also, kind of be mad at the dojo for letting, like, a fucking terrorist into their group. Like, oops. Yeah, so you know Julio, that guy? So he's a terrorist, and he fucking gaslit my family.
And asked to join our dojo, and he has, right in the middle of the season, he just comes in. Probably should have done a better check and everything. Yeah. Whoopsie. Yeah, but don't worry, Iki's sad. Iki's sad, but don't worry, Vice gives him the pep talk, you know.
Yeah, Vice gives him the advice. Vice gives him the advice that he needs.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, good guy Vice coming in to help Iki out in his time and everything.
Yeah. Truly in his time of need.
Yeah. So he goes talk to his parents, like his dad. I think his dad just straight up say, "Hey, what's wrong?" Right. I was like, boy, that is. I don't think that's a question you should be asking at this point. What do you mean, what's wrong?
I don't know. I just had to... I have to beat my brother to death? That's kind of not great.
My younger brother tried to kill me and tried to tear apart our family.
You saw what's wrong. You saw it. We were all there.
You got thrown into a pool. In case you forgot.
You got yeeted.
Right? And this rally is processing way different than I thought would, right? The moment was like, everything's gonna work out, you know.
I mean, she is once again doing the heavy lifting for the entire family. Like, she's just holding the entire emotional, like, weight of that family together.
Yeah. Yeah, so then it turns out that Daiji got lost and they had to get a search party out for him at a point.
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah.
At some point, they had to do that, yeah. Hey, let's shoehorn in some kind of family issue.
Right. Yeah, so, another Brachiosaurus monster's back again. Uh-oh, he's back again.
He's back again. He's back at it again.
The worst was how he just straight up can shoot lasers. That was fucking out of nowhere.
Hey, listen, it's Ice Age 3. The fucking laser version.
Was that the one with the apocalypse? Was that the one?
No, I think it was. I think all of them technically are just apocalypse because they decided to make a franchise about an era that is inherently going to die.
Yeah, no, but I think the third one actually dealt with the meteor actually coming in, though, right?
No, I don't think it was a meteor. It was that the fucking, like, lava comes through. Yeah, I think it's cool. It turns out that fucking goddamn Ice Age has just been one giant, like, global warming, like, PSA.
Yeah. It turns out that dinosaurs back then didn't believe in global climate change.
There were no. I think is either the third one or the fourth one where they say that dinosaurs are hiding under the Earth's crust in, like, a secret space, like a safe space, where it's still warm.
Boy,
and that's where they are.
I did not realize there was an Ice Age 4. I'm gonna quickly look this up.
There's like 5.
Okay, here, you talk about the movie while I look up Ice Age.
Oh, yeah, so anyway, so everybody keeps fucking up, and
there's a fifth one, too?
Yep, that's what I said.
Holy shit. What the fuck? Anyway, I did not realize there was a fifth one. I did not realize there was 5
and I think there's a spin-off movie with a squirrel. But
I knew about that. Oh my god, there's a 6th one coming out next year?
It never ends. But yeah,
shit.
So Kagero and Vice decide to fight against each other. Also,
the 5th one established UFOs, by the way, in Ice Age.
Holy shit.
Oh, well, hold on. Technically, hold on. No, there was a UFO in the first movie, right? Yeah, but there was a UFO in the... Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. There was
in the first movie?
When
when Sid was going through the ice cavern or some shit, right? Yep. Oh, there it is. This is from the first one. I'm gonna post it in the group chat. When William sees this, he's not gonna understand the context. All right. There you go. I'm just gonna post this in the group chat. There, yep, that was the first movie.
Oh, okay, so yeah, that was just a joke. That was just a joke.
Yeah, but it's a real plot point now. So anyway, so Demons uses his stamp. So when Demon uses the stamp, it's not a form. He gets a weapon.
Yeah, he gets a modification, which I think is the better way to look at it, because
like an armor attachment,
because I will say, like, it's not bad that they're going as fast as they're going, because they're not like they're not introducing more characters, they're just introducing more to each character. But like, so Demons just like has the weird like grasshopper or whatever legs last episode, and they're just like out there and you're like, what the fuck are these? And then it's like, oh, okay, so that's how this works. They're like, they modify him, versus Evil or Revice where it completely changes their armor. But like, you can't just like drop that on people like out of going from like the way that the other Kamen Riders taken their genomes, as they're called, which I'm still confused about the genome thing, because that seems interesting. That puts a whole like DNA aspect to it that I'm not sure that what the relevance of that is. But like when the other two like actually change forms, and for Demons it's just like, you got a drill shield, or you got springy legs. It's like, oh, okay. I would have really preferred to have like been introduced to that in a palatable way, instead of just being like shocked by, what the fuck happened to this dude's legs? Oh my god, this is very bad. I do not like this.
Yeah. I would like the better if it was like actual armor bracelets on his leg or some shit, right?
Yeah,
like or
color change. I mean, what's there is, in a sense, there's like it's a more grounded use of like the transformation, God, what do they call them? Not trinkets, but gimmicks. Like it's a more like grounded version of that than like what we got with Saber. Like for and even then than what we got in 01. Like, if we're just looking at this from Reiwa series, right? This seems to be one that's, like, really trying to differentiate between their three riders and not make them all, like, doing the same thing and, like, and trying to, like, do, like, sort of variations of the same thing. Demons has his own thing. Evil and Vice, Evil and Revice both like get like form changes, but their form changes are different from each other, like in what they get, and they don't just like swap parts. So there's a lot of interesting stuff there, but it's like and I said this before, it seems like we're moving at a pretty, not breakneck pace, but we're moving at a pretty steady, non-stop pace to like really take in what's happening. So I'm curious as to like where we're going from here. Like, what is going to be like what does and does not like constitute like showing it off and being a transformation sequence. Like they showed the mole genome for Demons this episode, but they clearly didn't feel like they needed to show it last episode to like introduce it. And they Evil, right, transformed like 2-3 times before we actually got an actual transformation sequence from him. So it's all, there's all sorts of like interesting points of what like what they're trying to go for with this season, and what like who's supposed to be like, I guess what the focus is, like what the aesthetic is, what the pattern is. It's good that they're going with multiple like different things, but when you go for different things all at the same season, you don't really get like consistency. Like you gotta balance it out, I guess, is my whole
really
thing.
Nice.
Anyway, Kagero is just a bunch of pent-up angst.
Yes, exactly.
Yep,
Right. So Demons has his own step. It's all Showa-era Riders so far. He has only been using Showa-era Riders, which is really interesting. I don't know if you noticed that yet.
What's the mole one?
It's Amazon's.
Right, you said that. Yeah, so So let's go back to like theorizing stuff, right?
Right.
So at the beginning, there are in the opening, I should say. There's George looking at 3 Kamen Riders in vats.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the 3 generations of Showa, Heisei, and Neo Heisei?
Or no, I think it's just Showa, Heisei, and Reiwa is what people are saying. Because that's the problem. We can't tell who the third rider is. Because we can clearly see that one of them is Ichigo and the other one's Kuga. Right? It's just that third one is so non-comprehensible. You can't tell who he is.
Because it seems like... Okay, so...
Right? And the reason why I don't think it's Heisei Part 2, Phase 2, is because Toei still says that Heisei is just one phase, except it's just 2 parts, right?
But
it's all everything is Heisei.
Right, but if you look at what was I gonna say? The fact that Evil and Vice or Revi can both use the same stamps and like get the same transformations, or at least forms. Maybe that's the difference between them and Demons.
Right, and the fact that we haven't seen any Reiwa era stamps being used yet is also interesting, right? But then again, there's only 2.
Right,
there's only 2 Reiwa eras.
And technically, like, we get that there's supposed to be we've had crossover with Saber, but I don't think that, at least in any of the previewed stuff, I don't remember seeing anything that was 0-1. Like, I haven't seen any official artwork or forms for 0-1, like, being a...
Yeah, or we don't have any of that stuff yet, which is interesting. How they haven't shown, right? Because based on the toy scans and whatever not, we've seen pretty much all of the Heisei eras. We've only seen Heisei era form changes.
Especially because, also, if you think about the fact that the first form that they tried to get from, like, in the Saber crossover episode was Decade.
Yeah. Boy, hey, why hasn't that come back up yet?
It really hasn't. But it makes it seem like, right, the line is between, like, Kuga and Decade, right? That would be that's the Heisei, Neo Heisei, like, line, right? So, everything that Revice has used has been, we've had Double, actually no, Deno is pre-Decade.
Yeah.
So that actually does break the rule.
Right. Now, it makes no sense.
Yeah,
right?
Okay. Alright, I was about to say that, but then I was like, Deno is before. Deno and Agito.
Yeah, and Fies as well.
Fies,
right?
yeah. I guess...
Yeah, it's really interesting what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's how they're, like, how what they're doing with the stamps. I'm really interested who is going to use the Reiwa era stamps. If it's going to be Demons,
no, that's...
or
you know what? You know what?
Or
hey, maybe it will be somebody that's more alive.
Ooh, someone that's lively, you would say, right?
Yeah, someone with a live leak.
Someone that's a love live, right?
Someone that loves living.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Oh God, who knows, man?
Yeah. So anyway. Yeah. So Demons has his own does his own thing while Daiji while Kagero and Iki settles this once and for all.
Yeah,
and Kagero reveals his past. And
that he's just been sitting there.
Yeah.
For a while,
been waiting to come out.
He's
always been there.
Yeah, he's just been waiting to come out. Just like, boy, man, if this had come out in fucking goddamn June or July, whatever Pride Month is, fuck, man, that'd be a different thing to talk about. But yeah, there he goes.
Kagero's fault is kind of fucking dumb, right? You think about how Iki is always the center of attention. It's like, I mean, that's gonna happen when you're the eldest sibling, right? More responsibility comes at you, right? It's not like, right?
Also,
you're kind of cherry picking this argument.
It's really interesting to me because I've also seen as a person who's been an only child but has been outside looking in. I have seen from, I'm not going to name names, but from very close personal friends, those that I would consider almost family, being very frustrated with their younger siblings because the younger siblings get doted on so much more, and it's like, okay, well, they're younger than you. That's how, I mean, they need more care than you probably do. But no, you're gonna just choose to get mad at them. Okay, alright, I mean... But instead, this is a younger sibling being mad that the older sibling has more... Yeah, they're older! What the fuck else? Oh, man, I can't believe my older sibling... Like, that's the weirdest thing, right?
Right.
Oh, I can't believe my older sibling gets to have a car. Yeah, because they're old enough to drive, you stupid bitch. Like, what?
Right.
Like, oh, I can't believe my older sibling gets to drink because they're old enough to drink. You're 12.
The fact I can't believe my older bro was the one that became the Kamen Rider, right? I was like, I mean, he was the one that put on the Kamen Rider belt.
Yeah. You were the one who put down the Kamen Rider belt because you had a fucking PTSD moment for some reason.
You had it. Right, you're the one that was training, right?
Yeah.
It's like if someone was choking, right, and you were trained in CPR or something, and just like to choke out. Oh boy, that's not a good choice of words.
No. Here's what it is. It's like if you were trained in CPR, like you're a lifeguard, right? And you see someone drowning, and you yourself choke. You choose you go, oh god, you're scared to climb down the lifeguard tower, right? To go down to it turns out that you're afraid of heights. You can save somebody, but you're afraid of heights, so you don't climb down. Yeah. And in the meantime, somebody else dives in the pool, fishes the person out, and just fucking pumps their fucking throat. Or pumps their fucking stomach and gets the water out. Don't be...
To prevent them from dying, right?
Some people, the main focus is that the person is alive. Don't get fucking mad that you couldn't fucking get over your own shit. Right.
Yeah, when Carl was doing his... I was like, boy, this is a really bad explanation.
Hey, but the
it would have been worse if Iggy was actively trying to steal it from her. Then I would have understand. But I was like, but if he was explaining, I was like, no, it just seems like this is more your fault, and you're projecting it.
Also,
to be someone else's fault.
Also, the great thing is though, Iki is not just a sad boy taking it. I mean, yeah, he kind of just does the typical Kamen Rider protagonist thing of just screaming no, you're wrong. But he also does not just go he doesn't just fall into despair and go, oh no, what have I done? He just goes, fuck you, that's not true. That's not how this works.
Yeah.
Right. And if we're really getting into it, the whole thing with Daiji about how Kagero is formed is very interesting because it implies that you can just have a demon form just naturally, and it can just fester and grow.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an interesting point, because it means, like, maybe that's the difference between Kagero looking like Daiji. Maybe there's a difference between Kagero and Vice in that sense. Like, are demons naturally born in humans, or are they, like, created? You know, it's implied that it's about, like, them having some kind of animosity or some kind of, like, pent-up aggression, but we still don't really know what birthed Vice in Iki, and we don't really know. But the biggest thing to me is that Kagero is the one demon out of all the other demons that, even in the, like, Mind Palace form, looks like its possessor or possessee sort of thing. And that's the thing that I think is interesting and, like, should be delved on is, I wonder what's going on there.
Yeah.
Anyway, we get to a sort of, like, stalemate conclusion of, oh no, we couldn't finish this. See you next time.
Yeah, hey. It turns out a fox or a jackal is faster than a praying mantis, it turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? It turns out that's what happens and everything. Yeah, so pretty much it just ends on that, right? Iki does the rider kick, and then it just ends as he does the rider kick, right? Which is a really interesting way to end it.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I think look, the only way that they can fuck this up is if they just hard cut from, like, Iki about to deliver this rider kick to being, like, all of a sudden just an entirely different moment of just, like, people sitting,
everybody waking up in a bed.
Yeah, waking up in bed or something like that, and just, like, not having any sort of follow up to it. Yeah, that would really fuck it up.
Yeah, that was really bad and really.
But luckily, William will be back soon so that he can give us pictures of Venom.
Yeah, or Spider-Man, wherever the fuck goes. Hey, but looks like some stuffs are happening next episode. Sakura is getting her round 2, alright?
Yeah. Double tap, but also meme.
Oh, there we go. Alright, that's the meme of this week. Alright, so, that's this week's episode. Hey, stay tuned next week for, let's see if William comes back or not. I don't fucking know. Right, at this point. He may or may not be back, alright? Right? Alright,
yeah, maybe.
This is now the Austin Tariq's weekly Kamen Rider review podcast.
Yep, where we two people that have actually watched Kamen Rider occasionally get a person that has never watched Kamen Rider, and then we just rant at them
about everything wrong with Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, next week looks interesting. We got something happening next week, right? Ooh.
Alright,
that's
spooky.
This week's episode. Yeah. Hey, Halloween's over. Hey, this episode aired the day before Halloween in Japan. Ooh. Because they established a timeline within this episode. So that's pretty great. All right, that's this week's episode. Coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, get your fucking shots. Okay, thanks, bye.